Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Meghan Arbogast before the 2014 Western States 100. How are you, Meghan?
I'm well, Brian. Thanks. How are you?
Doing all right. Here we are in beautiful Squaw Valley after a rainy morning.
You're right. I missed the rain, but yeah, it's beautiful.
You missed the rain because...
I was driving from my home in Cool.
For those who don't know the area around the race, Cool, California is very close to the course. You're out on the trails.
Every day almost, yeah.
How has that transition been?
Really good. Really good. I have come to realize that as much trail running as I had done in Oregon, it just doesn't compare to how much I'm able to get here. Mm-hmm. And that the specificity of the trail is something I've just gotten better at, just learning more and more. My body's learning how to run it better.
Yeah. Was the proximity to the Western States course a major draw in you moving?
Oh, I'd say 99% of the reason. There might be 1% reason otherwise, and I'm not sure what that would be, but why not?
Yeah. So you're here. You've been running Western States for a while. You've had great results. Living on the course, I'm going to guess that you think you can run faster.
I think I can, and I guess we'll find out. I feel like I'm more fit and more fit for the course. But only the day will tell.
If you do have a good day, what do you think?
I think it's possible to get in the 18s. I think that's reasonable.
So given a field like we have this year, does that put you, can you win it with that kind of time, or does that put you in the top 3?
I think if I were a low 18, that would be to be considered a winning time. Higher 18, probably top 3-ish.
So winning the race is something that crosses your mind?
Well, sure. Everyone wants to win. I can't say, oh, no. I wouldn't be truthful.
How has your training come this year?
It's been really good. I've gotten to run on the course so many times, and I've gotten to do some really long days. I think I've got 3 or 4 50-mile days on the course. And then I did Bishop High Sierra 100K in May, and that just went really well.
Yeah.
I recovered fine. So that was a good confidence boost.
Now, do you think on race day, now that you live here, it's going to make you more relaxed having the intimate knowledge of the course, or is it going to allow you to attack more? Because
I'd say a little of both, actually. Relaxed that I know what's ahead. I'm sort of learning. I wouldn't say I have the AJW trees, how many seconds between trees down, but I feel like I can kind of get after it just because I know what's around the next turn, and I feel like the long runs on the trail have just gotten me more ready for that.
Yeah. Pretty cool down in the canyons these days?
It's different with the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Getting down into Deadwood Canyon is pretty ugly, scary in a way. I mean, it's sad, but
yeah.
But the rest of it is pretty amazing.
Is it going to change I think when there was the Starfire and they had to go out of Duncan Canyon and then they came back to Duncan Canyon with all the burnout, it changed the complexion of the race, having all the exposure there.
Right.
Do you think having exposure around Devil's Thumb and all that will change things?
I definitely think it will, especially if it's hot, because that exposed climb out it's such a hard climb anyway, and it's usually, it's getting to be afternoon. It can really fry some people. Yeah, I think it can make a big difference.
Who's up there for the win on the women's side?
I'm not big on predictions, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Emily Harrison. I think she'd be the one I'd be the least surprised. And then Pam would surprise me all either. Yeah.
Do you think Emily's got enough experience from racing this last year to make a step up?
I think she'll make a step up. But having just done 100, that's not in her favor. But she's got such great speed that I think that can override some of the inexperience.
Speaking of speed, when you were living in Oregon, you did a ton of track work.
Mm-hmm.
Has that been on your menu this year?
Yeah.
Still?
Oh, yeah.
So you can really tell with times on the track if you're in better shape or not.
Right. Right.
The numbers don't lie.
Right.
Are you in better shape?
Yes. Yeah, I'm running some splits on the shorter, faster stuff that I haven't, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. So.
And you've talked about it. We've talked about it. You've talked about it a bunch. But, you know, every year is another year over 50. And
I know.
You're running. You've been training hard for years. And now you're running faster on the track than you were 4 years ago. How does that...
I don't know.
Because it's not like you're changing your lifestyle. You're not coming from having a horrible lifestyle and turning the corner.
I just think paying attention, and I'm lucky that my body adapts to running as well as it does. I'm not breaking down, and I think that because I'm not breaking down, and because I'm not male, I'm not losing testosterone. So I think I'm able to maintain speed. Come back to what I was 3 or 4 years ago. It's not a big a deal because.
And if your training's not degrading, and you're not getting injured, you're consistently building just that cardiovascular base just keeps coming along and experience. And,
yeah.
Now that you are in cool and running the trails a lot more, does that mean you're going to step away from stuff like the World 100K team, or is that still on your radar for this year?
On the team, and definitely planning on going. It's usually far enough away from Western states that it's not an issue. And I like running on the road still. In fact, I raced Pre-2014 in a 5K recently.
I'm not even going to ask if you won, because I'm sure you won.
Yeah, I did. It was pretty funny. It's a good story.
You get Thornley out for some more training. And
we've been running on the track together. So and he's getting back, but for now I'm faster than him in a 5K.
Would you like to see him back out here racing Western States one of these years?
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, he needs to. And he wants to.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Yeah. Right?
You're still excited after all these years?
Yeah, I am. There's a great energy, and it's fun to get everybody back together and the new people too. Yeah, it's quite the party.
So have fun.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay. If you win on Saturday, because you would win on Saturday, what bottle of wine do you open up on Sunday?
Oh, God. Some red. Something red. It's always red. Some red blend, Something red, a little slutty.
Well, hopefully you get to do that.
Yeah. I feel like it could happen. Yeah. We'll see.
Snap a photo or two.
Monkey Boy says 1816 is the time he has for me.
1816.